What would you do if you found your future mother-in-law secretly wearing your wedding dress before the ceremony? And what if your own fiancé helped her do it? In today's story, the bride's response is a masterclass in drawing a line in the sand. I'm getting married to my fiancé, Mark, soon, and I had already bought my perfect wedding dress weeks ago. From the moment I brought it home, his mother, Brenda, was relentless. She kept pestering me about trying it on. Her reasoning? She claimed it was because of her deep love for wedding dresses, calling it an obsession. I firmly and repeatedly refused. I felt it was a sacred garment, meant only for the bride. The situation got so uncomfortable that I finally had to shut it down hard after she literally offered me $100 just to let her try it on for a few minutes. Fast forward to yesterday. I had a draining day and came home from work a bit earlier than usual, and I was surprised to find Mark's car already in the driveway. The moment he saw me, he completely freaked out. His eyes went wide, and he physically moved to block the hallway leading to our bedroom. As he was trying to prevent me from passing, I saw him frantically trying to text someone on his phone. Alarm bells were screaming in my head. Mark's frantic attempt to shield the door wasn't just about protecting his mother from getting caught. It was a desperate, failing attempt to hold two worlds apart. He was completely unaware that in that moment, by choosing his mother's secret over his fiancé's trust, he had already shattered the most important one. I pushed past him, my heart pounding, and threw open our bedroom door. The sight that greeted me sent a wave of shock and violation through my entire body. There stood Brenda, my future mother-in-law, wearing my wedding dress. It was zipped up, fitting her snugly, and she was admiring herself in the mirror. For a split second, the world went silent. Then, without a single conscious thought, my hand went to my pocket. I pulled out my phone, and the sharp, undeniable click of the camera shutter echoed in the room. I took a photo of her in it. The flash of the camera broke the spell. Brenda and Mark both started stammering, but I held up a hand, my voice colder than I'd ever heard it. I looked directly at Brenda and told her that she had 3 days to pay me for a new dress. If she didn't, I would show the entire family the photograph I had just taken. Her face crumpled, and she burst into tears before rushing out of the house. The second she was gone, Mark exploded. He yelled that I couldn't be serious, that I was overreacting because his mom just wanted to play dress up and that no harm was done. But I wouldn't listen. In my mind, a sacred line had been crossed. That dress should only be worn by me, the bride. To be honest, looking at it now, draped on the chair where Brenda had discarded it, filled me with a sense of disgust. I didn't want it anymore. It was ruined for me. I told him it was only fair that she pay for the damage she'd caused. He screamed at me to wake up and stop treating his mom like an enemy. Our argument raged on, but I refused to back down. He eventually stormed out and has been staying at his mom's house ever since. I felt awful, but I spent $3,000 on this dress, money I worked hard to save. I just can't stand the sight of it now. My own family thinks I'm escalating the situation and risking my entire future with both Mark and his mother. As one person later pointed out, the real issue wasn't just my future mother-in-law. Are you sure you want to marry this guy? He stood guard outside your bedroom so that his mother could try on your wedding dress. Do you think he will ever stand up for you against her? This thought was still rattling in my head when things took an even stranger turn. A few hours after our fight, Mark called. He told me he had an offer to end the conflict. He said he would pay for the new dress himself, but only if I agreed to his conditions. First, I had to hand him my phone so he could personally delete the photo of Brenda. Second, I had to swear that I had no other copies that I could use against his mom in the future. Third, I had to formally apologize to Brenda for upsetting her. And finally, in a move that left me speechless, he demanded that I quit his family's group chat and log out of all social media for at least a month. This revealed Mark's greatest fatal flaw, his inability to see his mother as a separate person with her own responsibilities, and his fiancée as a partner deserving of primary loyalty. His instinct wasn't to fix the wound, but to hide the scar, proving he was not ready to be a husband. I haven't responded to his offer yet. A huge part of me doesn't want him to pay for the dress. I want Brenda, the person who violated my trust and wore my gown, to be the one who pays for it. It's not about being vicious. It's about holding her accountable for her actions. As another commenter so perfectly summarized my situation, the problem isn't just your FML, it's your fiancé. He let her in. He was going to lie and hide from you that she tried it on. He is defending her actions. He disrespected your belongings. He didn't care about your feelings and still doesn't. He has shown he doesn't care about your boundaries. The story is a powerful reminder that when you marry someone, you are also marrying into their family dynamics. A partner who prioritizes their parents' inappropriate wants over your reasonable boundaries is showing you exactly what your future will be like. What would you have done in my position? Should I accept Mark's offer, break off the engagement entirely, or is there another way forward? Let us know in the comments.